Hey guys, so my sister Jessa just came by and dropped off some stuff, not dill pickles, but stuff to make kombucha. So I'm so excited. She gave me like the legit setup, y'all. Check this out. I know nothing about kombucha really, but look at these, check out these cool bottles. So cool. So I'm excited to try it. She sent me like all these instructions and stuff. And yeah. Sam, are you excited? Yeah. It'll be fun. I've heard kombucha is like super good for your gut and everything. So excited to try it. Thanks, Jess. Okay, so I've got my water that I just boiled with my 8 tea bags. And then, so here's the starter stuff for my kombucha that Jessa gave me. And I'm going to put, I just put my tea bags over there in the pot, boiled those 8 tea bags. And then I'm gonna pour that. She said like do like half with like the hot stuff. Pour it into here with a cup of sugar. The sugar will like be eaten up by the starter. And then I'll add the rest. I'll add it with like, I guess room temp water or whatever. And then let it sit for 10 days and it'll grow and everything. Okay, so I'm adding my 1 cup of sugar. This is a half cup. Then I'm gonna pour the tea over it. Excuse my messy stovetop. Anyways, then I'm gonna pour the tea over it and let it sit with this towel on top of it. Okay, so this cooled down. So I am going to pour it into the jar here. This is my 8 tea bags. And pouring it in here. Yay. Okay. There's my tea. See it in there with the sugar. Okay. Stirring this. And you're not supposed to use any metal, so I don't know if that means even while you're stirring it. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I'm going to stir it with the wooden spoon at least. Okay, so I almost forgot to do this, but after I did the boiled tea stuff, then here's the rest of it. I'm filling it up with water. I think you're supposed to use like filtered or distilled water, but I'm just using regular water, so hopefully it works the same. I don't know, we'll see. This is about a gallon. Okay, I filled it up. Now I'm putting this towel back on here and my rubber band. See how this can work. Okay, so I got the rubber band on there. See, I'm gonna let this sit on the counter for like, I think she said 10 days. Guys, it's been about 11 days since I started this. I was gonna do it at 10 days, but I forgot. So anyways, 11 days since I started my kombucha, and I am going to rinse these bottles and lids, and then you just want to make sure they're super clean so they won't get moldy or anything. Anyways, and then I'm going to do pineapple. I got this frozen pineapple, frozen mango. I'll chop it up real small. And then I freeze my ginger so it doesn't go bad. I'm gonna peel it and press it with my garlic press and put some ginger in each of these. And Sam's my big helper. We just filled all the jars with ginger, a little bit of ginger in each jar here. You can see each of them have a little bit in the bottom. Now we're gonna add the fruit. We've got mango and pineapple. So I'm gonna add, I'm gonna get it small enough to fit in the top of these holes and just add some fruit chunks in there. So we got our fruit chopped up. I'm gonna do like half a cup of fruit per, I guess this is like a quart. I don't know what it is, but anyways, per little jar here. And another thing is you're supposed to strain your kombucha from the big jar whenever you are pouring it into these. So, yeah, I'm going to add this fruit now, about half a cup of mango to both of my mango jars here. I'm going to do 2 mango jars and then 2 pineapple jars. So I'm going to add half a cup to this one, half a cup to that one. Just doing the pineapple here. And a couple things I wanted to mention about the fruit that Jessa told me about was that you're gonna get more fizz out of fruits like pineapple, or she said watermelon she got a lot of fizz from. Also ginger will add some good fizz to your kombucha. The other thing is that she said that you get more fizz also from like fresh or frozen fruit versus canned fruit. So I thought that was interesting. So if you want more fizz, go for like the fresh or frozen pineapple versus just the canned stuff. Another tip also that she said was you want to limit the exposure to metals. So like if you're stirring or something, use like a wooden spoon to your SCOBY, because it'll like start to make it taste funny after like a few batches and stuff. I don't think it's as big of a deal that I'm using like a metal knife to cut my pineapple, or that I boiled my tea in a metal pot, but like just for your SCOBY, anything that would be touching that, like I don't put like a metal lid on here. She said these are plastic lids that go on the kombucha bottles, so there's no metal involved in that. Okay guys, so moment of truth here. About to take this towel off my SCOBY thingy, my kombucha so far from the first fermentation. Kind of looks scary. Looks kind of like a jellyfish on top there. Massive. Okay, so I'm supposed to use this, scoop it with my plastic scooper here into each of these jars, leaving about 1/2 inch to 1 inch space in each jar, and then I leave about 1 cup or 2, I think she said, of this liquid in the bottom, so I can start the same process over again. You have to have the starter. So anyways, here we go. Ready or not? Ooh, I'm not doing a very good job. I can't video and do this very good. Jessa said she scoops hers. Jar, 3 more to go. I don't know if I may have not put enough liquid in here. We'll see. I may not be able to get these jars all the way full, but I think it's looking pretty good so far. Okay, so they are all filled. I totally did not put enough water in here because look, I don't have even enough to fill them all up. So I think, note to self, fill up your big jar more, because I've got enough, like barely enough for my next batch of tea. But anyways, yeah, I probably should have more than 1 cup in there, and there's not a whole lot in there. So anyways, but yeah, I got it pretty full. So now I'm going to put the lids on these, and you can see it caught some of that. It's almost like apple cider vinegar when you've got like the mother in there. But anyways, it caught it, and done with this. So you're gonna put the lids on these, and you need to release the pressure on these every day, once or twice a day, just because you don't want it to explode. And especially with something fizzy like the pineapple mango stuff, like well, I put ginger in each of these, so they'll get really fizzy and you don't want them to burst and the glass to like break. So I've got my lids on here, and I'm gonna let these sit out on the counter for at least 1 day. Then you can put it in the fridge after 1 day to 3 days, depending on the fizz level of your drink, and then enjoy it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so with this SCOBY, I'm gonna start the whole process over again. I'm going to put my tea on, do my 10 tea bags to that pot of water there, and then I will let that cool, and then I will pour it over this SCOBY and let it go for another 10 days. Over here, I went ahead and covered this because I don't want the gnats to like get into it while I am boiling my tea over here. Well, here, I'm getting my tea bags ready. So, what you doing?
Putting the tea bags in her.
How many do we need?
6.
6.
And 7.
7. 7 or 8?
8.
8. Mommy helped you out there a little bit. So cute. Little chubby cheeks. Now, he's my big helper, aren't you, buddy?
What's that?
Kombucha, remember? My big helper? Okay, it is filled up and got my towel back on here. The true test for this stuff will be in a few days, like 1 or 2 days, when we taste it. Then we'll see what it tastes like. And then, of course, the more that we make of it, the more we'll see if we did good the first time around. Right, Sam? Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so just picked up Israel from school and came back to check these because it's been just a little bit over 24 hours since I did the second part of the fermentation. And I released some pressure earlier in the jars just to check it and make sure it wasn't gonna like explode or something. And I just now released more pressure, and this one that is the fullest, yeah, this one that's the fullest kind of went poof and fizzed up, like went up when I opened it. And then I'm about to open this one and see if it fizzes. This is another mango ginger, so we'll see here. A little bit of fizz, not a lot though. I think the pineapple is probably the fizziest of all of them. So I think I will put the pineapples, I might taste a little bit, and then put them in the fridge maybe, because they sound like they're pretty fizzy. And then I might leave the mangoes out another day or 2. But I think the pineapple might actually be ready. So I'm gonna try the fizziest of these pineapple ones, the one that's the fullest right here. I'm gonna pour a little bit into my jar and try some. You can hear it, you can hear the fizz. It's not cool or anything, so I should probably put some ice with it. It'll probably taste better. But we shall see. Just gonna try a little bit. Okay, first time to try homemade kombucha, and it smells really good. It smells very pineapple-y, like, I don't know, very pineapple-y. Wow, it's like tart, very tart actually, but yeah, it's got good pineapple flavor to it and fizzy, very fizzy. Wow. Yeah, I bet it will taste even better when it's like once it's refrigerated. Okay, it's a little bit sour, but not bad, not bad. Like I said, I think it will taste better once it's in the fridge, but I mean, it's pretty fizzy. I'm pleasantly surprised at the fizz level. Try some kombucha.
Sure. Is it ready?
It's
What flavor is this one?
not refrigerated. That's the pineapple ginger.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's like sour, right?
Yeah. I like the fizz.
Yeah. What do you think?
Tastes like kombucha.
Have you had kombucha that much?
I mean, I think I've tried it once.
Yeah.
So it tastes similar to the one that I've had before. And this is my favorite kombucha though.
Thanks. Good answer.
Thanks.
So kombucha Success, yes. Thumbs up. I get thumbs up on that one.
Thumbs
I
up.
think we
review.
did it. I think we did it successfully.
5-star review, I give it.
Thanks. Boom. Okay, so yeah, try it at home yourself and try not and don't make the bottles blow up or something. Relieve the pressure. I'm gonna leave the mango out for a couple more days and see if I'm gonna refrigerate it too because I think it'll taste better when it's refrigerated.
Yeah, I think so.
The mango's not as fizzy yet, so I think I'll wait another day or two on the mango and just see if it gets more fizzy.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
So I'm putting this in the fridge. The pineapple's in the fridge. The mangoes will stay out. So we refrigerated it, and it's actually pretty good. This is having a hard time coming out of the jar here, so probably should blend it next time. Or put it in a food processor or something just so it can like incorporate more into the drink. But it tastes so much better now that it is refrigerated. Much better now that it's refrigerated. It's still not as sweet as I thought it was gonna be, but it's not bad. So if I could get more of that fruit in there, and if I had blended the fruit, then it would probably taste even better. So I did another batch of kombucha, but this time I only let it stay in my little thing here for 8 days. So I just like switched it over, and I did one blueberry with it's blueberry, mango, pineapple. I forgot to add my ginger to it, but anyway, so these two are doing a little bit longer time on the counter for the second fermentation. And the other two are in the fridge, and they were already fizzy. And I tried some last night, and it was not as vinegary. So, note to self, this, it was still fizzy, but even though I did 8 days in the big jar and then 1 day on the counter, and it was fizzy, but not vinegary. It was more like, I don't know, good, in my opinion. So anyways, just a little tip. Yeah, Jessa said that her friend said you can do anywhere from like 7 to 11 days in the first round in the big jar, and then like 1 to 3 in the second. So anyways, the less time that you do it in the first fermentation, the less like vinegary it will get. And last time I think I did like 11 days the first go round, and it was pretty potent. So yeah. And another thing I did this time was I like almost pureed the chunks of mango and pineapple, because last time they were a little bit bigger chunks and didn't come out. So yeah, this time it's a lot better. Check out our YouTube channel, see the other videos on there, and in the meantime, enjoy some kombucha.
Kombucha. Is that how you say it? Since it's spelled that way?
Kombucha?
Kombucha.
Do you want to see that
Kombucha.
Santa's cars? Do you want to see that Santa's cars?
I don't know. There's Israel with his lollipop.
Do you want to
Anyways,
see something? Do you want to
subscribe
see
and like.
Cars?
Let's see. Oh, and the boys are taping their cars together.
The class came out go.
See y'all later in the next video.